Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com, and in today's Age of Sigmar Battle Report, we have Dave from Toronto, from Scotland, returning to face against me with his Skaven against my Gloomspite Gitz, mainly with goblins.
We play and call it work. MiniWarGaming's Age of Sigmar Battle Report.
For my 2,000 point army of Gloomspite Gitz, I decided to give goblins a try. So this is a mainly goblin army with a little bit of squigs, which are ridden by goblins, so it kind of counts too. We have a lot of battalions here just because of how it's all worked out. So let's go through all of them. First off, we have our core battalion, Warlord Battalion, I made sure everybody had an extra spell. And in that, we've got a Fungoid Cave Shaman, we've got a Madcap Shaman, and we got Skagrot the Loon King. And then some Sneaky Snufflers. And Sneaky Snufflers like to hand out extra attacks to nearby units, which I'm hoping will buff some other awesome stuff. On to a little Vanguard Battalion, which actually has my general in it, a Loon Boss. And he's going to be, you guessed it, a wizard with the Arcane Tome, because we want lots of spells. Every one of my wizards knows the Hand of Gork, which allows me to teleport units, so it's always a backup spell. And then we've got a unit of Spore Splat of Fanatics, and a unit of Loon Smash of Fanatics in the core battalion for the Vanguard. And then we have our Expert Conquerors, so these are the ones where Venetian Veterans or Venetian Guard count as 3 models. And we've got 2 units of Stabas, 1 reinforced, so that we can count them as lots of models for grabbing objectives. And then last but not least, of course, we have our Bounty Hunters. And inside of that, we'll be having the other unit of reinforced Stabas, getting that extra damage. We got a unit of reinforced Boingrot Bounders, and then another unit of Loon Smasha Fanatics hiding inside of another Staba unit. And then we have a couple endless spells. We've got the Mork's Mighty Mushroom and the Prismatic Palisade to help me out. And that is my 2,000 points of Gloomspite Gitz.
Okay, and so for my 2,000 points of Skaven today, we've got a primarily Skier-focused Blanche Ratsu painted army. We have a Warlock Engineer, he's going to be our general today, commanding Thanquol and a Lord Screech Vermin King into battle. They'll be taking on a 3-man squad of Storm Fiends and a 40-man squad of Clan Rats, a 10 squad of Skier Acolytes, and 2 Warp Lightning Cannons, along with a Rattling Gun, raining down some fire, hopefully bring down some goblins.
Today we'll be playing the Lurkers Below, which has us deploying on opposite table edges on the short table edge. Our attackers' territory are actually quite small. They do not span half the table. There are 3 objectives on the table, which you cannot control in the first battle round. You win by controlling all 3 of them. At any point you control all 3, you win. At the end of the game, if nobody won, then whoever got the most battle tactics wins. If that's a tie, then whoever got the grand strategy wins. And if that is a tie, then it's a draw. However, there's a twist. You don't just get to grab objectives willy-nilly like you do in other games. You have to control the objective in your territory first. And then you have to control the middle one. And then you have to control your opponents. And you can't do that in the same player turn. So whoever gets the 3 objectives is the winner. And we'll be playing on this messed up table. It used to be an arcane place of power, as you can see from the mat from GameMat.eu. And then you can see the crystals have sprouted up, and then looks like the Gloomspite Gitz made it their home, and that's why there are mushrooms everywhere. And so we're fighting over this territory, both loving to be underground.
Well, I'm defending this territory. This is mine.
I don't know. I think we were here first.
Wow, we'll see about that.
Yeah.
We'll see which persists at the end. Is it going to be mushrooms? Will it be crystals?
Yeah, which tunneling rat vermin type species?
Which horrible thing you don't want in your home will exist?
Yeah, exactly. Either way, everybody else loses.
But we win. That's what's important.
And the rest of this terrain, the crystals are actually from Gale Force 9. And then a lot of this is aquarium terrain. And this is stuff from Games Workshop. This is actually Lord of the Rings terrain, which is pretty darn cool. And so don't forget, if you are a Silver Vault member, you get discounts on over 50 different companies. Go to miniwargaming.com/silver discount and be like Dave from Toronto, from Scotland, and come on in for battle reports. Go to miniwargaming.com/challenge.
Yeah, I can't stop. It's look at me go. Don't be like me. You'll be here about all the time. Yeah. Can't stop.
So let's deploy and get playing.
Yeah.
We're deployed. Lots of goblins on this side. And lots of rats on this side. Now I should point out, I did need to change my general. It's not the Loon Boss, it'll be Skagrot, because he needs to be the general to use a couple of his abilities. So I lost a command trait. The Loon Boss will still be a wizard though with the Arcane Tome, so that's fine. It's not a big deal. All I was going to lose then is that the Loon Boss's command trait was that he can use his command ability without spending a command point once per battle round. But if Skragrott is the general, then on a 4+, I get D3 more command points. So on average, it should work out. So either way, it doesn't matter. And you got lots of guys over here.
Oh, yes.
So yeah, we're all deployed and ready to go. You actually dropped way faster than I did.
Look at me go, I'm just that quick.
So who's going first?
You know what? I've got a lot of guns, and you've got a lot of guys, so I think I'd like you to go first, please.
Yeah. You don't want to lose a turn of shooting, right?
No, not massively. It's the ideal scenario. So yeah, let's have it.
Okay. Right away, I'm going to choose a battle tactic. None of them are possible because we can't hold objectives first turn. It eliminates a bunch of them, and then the rest of them are like kill stuff. So Skragrott is going to use a battle tactic. That one's mine, and he's going to point at the biggest thing on the other side.
The biggest?
This one right here.
It has to be
that one's mine, and he's going to pretend to be all like, and then they all charge forward to kill it while he stands back and has lunch.
I don't think he'd realise. I honestly don't think he's just so aloof. That's the kind of guy.
Yeah, all my goblins. Like, can you really? Do you know which one's the king? You can't see which one's the king. He's like kind of like a little bit of a cloak. Other than that, he's just as bad as the rest of them.
Just spin in a circle and land on one. He could be the king.
Well, okay then. So now let's go to heroic actions. I'm just going to try to generate another command point. So we'll try to generate an extra command point. I'll just roll it first before I decide who did it. And I got one. Ooh. I'll give it to my Loon Boss. And then my Fungoid Cave Shaman and my hero phase generates a command point on a 4+. Nope. And then my King generates D3 command points on a 4+. Nope, oh. I don't need them this turn, so it's okay. This is the one battle round where I'm okay with that. But I do get one extra command point, so that's nice. And what's your heroic action?
So I'm going to try and see if I can grab a command point with Thanko. Probably the same on the Screech Vermin King. So let's see, on a 4-up. So that's this chap. That's a nice command.
Yeah, just one heroic action, so he gets it.
So he gets it, but I'm sure... And then I don't think there's anything else relatively relevant for these guys then.
Nope. But I do get another command point because my general is inside the Bad Moon aura, which this thing emanates 12 inches around.
That's beautiful.
Like I could potentially, if I go second, get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 command points in a turn.
I was wondering when you would stop counting there, and it just
keeps going.
It kept going.
Keeps going. Yeah, I got more than I need for this first turn, so let's go into the rest of my hero phase. How many Warpstone tokens do you have?
Well,
we forgot to roll that.
Let's find out. They love it.
So 4 total?
4 total tokens. So.
Oh, okay, that's as low as it can be. And my Bad Moon is starting in this corner, back towards where he is. Got lots of spells to cast, but most of them aren't going to be useful, so we're just going to do a few of them. Madcap Shaman here is going to cast this built-in spell, which does like a... I put it on a unit and it's -1 to shoot them.
Okay, that seems useful.
Get +1 to cast from this thing nearby, so it's a 7. I'm pretty sure that's it, but I'll double check. So I got it, needed a 5. So I'm going to put it on this big blob. So this is Bounty Hunter, so +1 damage. Mm-hmm. And these guys count as more models. So they're going to be -1 to shoot.
Yep.
Loon Boss is just going to do Mystic Shield.
Oh.
So he'll have the +1 as well, which he gets it. He'll put it on the same unit, so now they're +1 save, although that's not as useful as you might think, because my shields already give me +1 save. And then I have a banner that gives me +1 save against shooting.
They're the toughest guys around.
So unless you have like Rend 2 on your guns, which maybe some of them do, that won't matter too much. But they're going to be Mystic Shielded regardless. Then my King is going to go. He can cast 2 spells. The first one we're going to do is Hand of Gork, which is to teleport them. He gets +2 to cast, +1 built in, and a +1 from the shrine. And well, he gets it. So that's a 14. So just teleporting forward a little bit, grabbing the middle objective. Not that they're going to hold it yet. It's more just that's better than a run, and I didn't have anywhere else to put guys yet. So yeah. No other spells to cast, so I'm not going to even risk an Arcane Bolt from Fungoid Cave Shaman, because I just, on the off chance I roll a double 1. And it's just because it won't be very useful. So that is the end of my hero phase. Yeah. So we're going to do the movement phase. Now these guys can't move because they were teleported. Mm-hmm. So everybody else is going to move. And I'm not going to activate the Sneaky Snuffler ability, which is if they don't move, they can hand out a +1 attack. We're not quite there yet. So here's the before. And here is the after. Everything just running up. I should mention that these guys and them, they're all at +1 attack right now, because in the hero phase, if you're wholly within 12 inches of them, then you get +1 attack. So it doesn't really matter too much unless you're planning on charging forward and fighting me. Boingrat Bounders jumped up to there, enough away that you can't move forward and shoot them.
No, sadly not.
Yes, and then these guys are like beefed up with so many pluses to their save. Still, it won't get better than a 5+ because their base is a 6-up. So sad. It used to be like I'd be running around with 4-up saves, which I thought was ridiculous. So I'm glad they stopped it.
Yeah, but it's still scary goblins.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that is it. I have no shooting. I have no charging to do. And so that will be it. That's my turn. So I don't get any points. I did not achieve my battle tactic. That's important.
That's key.
Yes, because that's the tiebreaker.
Yes.
So let's go into your turn. There's not really any objectives you can do either.
Wow, I'm gonna. No, I can't. I'm lying.
Battle tactics.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We're gonna go through bars through enemy lines because we're just gonna throw that one directly in the bin. We need to get a whole bunch of battle line up there. Galician veterans. They're not going.
And you're not really going to be able to kill any of mine. Because you have to kill something of mine with your Galician veterans.
Yeah.
Your Galician veterans killing my Galician veterans, and that's not going to happen either.
No. It will at some point.
Yes.
Just not now.
Yes. Okay.
Exactly. So yeah.
So throw away battle tactic, barge through enemy lines.
There we go.
Okay, let's do your turn.
Okay.
In the hero phase, you got to choose something for this bad boy right here, don't you?
I will. So he gets to pick from several areas of knowledge that he thinks he's going to be interested in, and he's going to take knowledge of shadow slinking. So it gives him -1 to be hit. I'd like to keep him around for a little bit. So
Okay, just a blanket -1 to hit.
blanket -1 to be hit.
That's nice and easy. Yeah. Heroic actions, nice and simple. Just going for heroic leadership.
Yeah, let's see how we get on. So
4+?
No,
Nah.
unfortunately not.
You don't need it. You got like 4 or 5 right now.
I'll get 4. We're fine.
I have nothing else to do except try to go for command point because all my guys are wizards already. So, nope. I've got 3 now, anyways, from it being the
I've
next
got more
turn.
than you. It's fine.
Yeah, yay!
Look at me go.
I only.
Let's give these guys. Let's give them Mystic Shield.
Why not? You got a +3 to cast, right?
3 from Old Thankful here.
Yes,
so
don't roll double ones. You got it.
Easy as that.
Well, hold on. Am I close enough to unbind?
Well, are you?
I'll try to unbind it. Do you have a lot more spells to cast?
No, not particularly.
Not really anything. Not
right
yet.
now,
Not
right
yet.
now.
So I'll try to unbind it with my Loon King. He's got +1 to unbind because of his built-in. The moon doesn't give me +1 to unbind. You can't have it. I rolled a 10.
That's disgraceful.
Yeah, wizard versus wizard.
Wizard versus wizard.
He just slaps down a paltry little mystic shield.
I've got a cooler mount. That's the whole thing.
That's all that matters, right?
Yeah.
So no other spells that you really care about casting yet?
No, not massively. We'll wait. I'll hold these good rolls till later on and we'll see what happens. Right?
Okay, all right.
Famous last words.
So into the movement phase, Thankful's going to start by just walking forward towards those Boingrat bounders.
There he goes. He's so speedy. And then we're just going to move these chaps
Yes,
right up
they
behind him.
won't be in range to shoot, thankfully.
Going to move this engineer. He's going to
keeping
stick
up.
with these boys. It's important, I think. We'll keep this blob as and where they are, I think, for now.
They're more objective holder for the back line.
Well, I'm just more worried that you pop up and get rid of every gun that I have on planet Earth, so we'll just keep them there for just now.
Sure. Oh, you're trying to stop me from popping it back there.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, that's not a bad
They
not a
could
bad
be
plan.
important.
Yes.
They could be important. I do need to do some shooting.
And then everybody else is kind of skittered a little bit up, and everybody else staying in the center. So you formed a nice little semicircle of death for me to come
good.
towards. Yeah.
It looks good.
Yeah.
We'll see how it plays out, but it looks good, and that's what it's. Do you know what it is? It's a crescent moon.
Oh, I like
Ahead
it.
of you. I'm already ahead of you.
Yeah,
I'm
but
more
you don't
moon-
realize you're summoning it more by doing that.
Yeah.
That's,
Swine.
That's okay. That's okay. Okay, let's go to shooting phase.
Okay.
So what are we going to do?
So we're going to take some shots with these 2 warp lightning cannons, and in spite of myself from an hour ago, I am going to remove their warp limiter. And
He swore before the whole game, he's like, I'm not going to remove the limiter.
swore blind. And
So you can hurt yourself more, basically.
Well, the can is a stretch. I think the right thing to say would be I will.
You will.
I will hurt myself more.
So how does this work?
So I roll a singular die, and then I roll 12 die for every die equal to or greater than the initial die roll.
I take a mortal
You
wound.
take a mortal wound. However, any ones on those 12 are D3 mortal wounds to my cannon.
Okay, so you'll on average take like 4 mortal wounds.
Wow.
Because you roll 2 1s and then on
Yeah,
average.
let's see how that average goes.
So what's the roll? So if you roll a 2,
So greater than or lower than a 4.
so it's a half of them are going to mortal
Half.
wound
Yeah,
me.
let's find out
Okay.
what that actually looks like. So this is 12 die. Oh.
Okay, so ouch. You got 3 1s,
3
and you
ones.
did 1, 2, 3. Is it 3 mortal wounds
That's
to me?
just 3 mortal wounds, unfortunately.
And how many mortal wounds do you do to yourself?
Well, let's find out. D3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Aha! Told you.
Bad.
I told
knew
you.
it. You knew it. You called it.
So 3 mortal wounds to me and
mortal
4 to you. I like that trade-off,
Yes. Yeah.
especially when it's goblins.
Yeah.
All right, you 3 die.
Yeah.
All my buffs don't help that.
Yeah.
And it brings it down to 4 wounds. He just lost half his wounds to kill 3 goblins.
Well, he's made of incredibly rickety wood with warpstone glued to it. I mean, he's not Mr. Robustness, is he?
And the other one's going to do the same thing?
Of course he is.
So that's just a new model of it?
It's just a
Newer.
little one that I've thrown together.
Oh, okay.
Based
Cool.
on some other bits and bobs. Because, you know.
Well, just roll a 1 and then all of them will mortal
Yeah.
wound me, right?
Or, well,
Huh? 3 plus?
3's lower than a 4.
It is. It's an improvement.
Yeah, so let's find out. Oh, that's a 1. Oh, that's a 1.
Oh, they got
that's
4
a 1.
ones? 4 ones?
5 ones.
5 ones? And he did 6 mortal wounds
Yeah.
to me? All right, how many mortal wounds did you do to yourself?
Well, let's.
You're going to kill yourself?
Oh,
Oh, you killed yourself!
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
no!
Oh, no.
For 5
Oh,
mortal
no.
wounds?
Okay, well.
How many points is that? Like
well,
20, right? No, like 25?
It starts with a 1. That's all I'm
10.
saying.
10.
Yeah. Remember that time about an hour and a half ago when I said, whatever you do, do not do that.
So what if you didn't do the limiter thing, then what does
It
it
would
do?
have been 6 die instead of 12.
Oh, so you get twice as many dice.
You get twice as many dice.
yuck.
But it's like, I don't know. It's Skaven-y. I'm going to do it, and I'll stand by. No, I don't stand by it.
And if you don't take the limiter off, do you take any mortal wounds on ones?
0.
Oh, okay. All right. So I take 5. Go ahead and remove your model.
Yes, I will.
I'll remove 5 of my really expensive grots. No other shooting, so you're going to try a charge against the Boing Grot Bounders?
We're going to hope he goes as quick as
Just
he
outside
can.
of 9.
Well, let's see. That's
He
not
made
bad.
it. Didn't even need to use one of your bajillion command points. Oh boy.
He's a speedy boy.
Goodbye, Boing Grot Bounders.
It was nice to see you guys.
So glad I spent the 200 points on them. So Monstrous Rampage at the end of the charge phase. What do you want to do?
I'm going to do some roaring.
So roar, so stop me from using command abilities on a 3+. That's a big deal because I was going to all out defense as a 6.
Ha!
You did it.
Yeah, let's go.
And now you can just destroy them.
Wow, let's
Let's not get ahead of
destroy
yourself.
is a stretch. Let's not get ahead of. I might blow myself up.
That's okay. I want to see that.
I don't think he can.
You want to take the limiter off of his attack?
I wish I could. If only I could.
Twice as many attacks, but every one does D3 mortal wounds.
Everyone just you have to throw the model across the room.
Yeah.
That's the rule.
Okay, so let's start attacking.
Let's see how we go.
You got your Warp Fire Brazers.
I do, I
You want
do.
all out attack.
I will be all out attacking.
So you'll be hitting on 2s instead of 3s.
2s and 3s. So let's hope we can get rid of them.
So 4 attacks only, but they do lots of damage each.
See it.
Oh, there's a 1.
Spicy.
And no 2s.
Yeah.
3s to wound.
Yeah.
Nothing to help you there, right?
No. Oh.
So 2 of them get through. So these are -2,
Yep.
3 damage apiece.
3 damage apiece.
Well, because you stopped me from all-out defensing, I only have a 6 up save, not a 5 up against that. So that is 6 wounds. That kills 3 of them.
Yeah.
What other attacks do you got?
No, that's all for the big fella.
The guy on the top doesn't
The
get
guy
to...
on the top has his nice little staff. I
Oh,
always
okay.
forget about him because he's quite.
Got his staff.
Yeah, he's going to try and sort of swing down and do some broom sweeping.
So 3s to hit because of the +1 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, it mattered
The
for one of them.
inevitable one.
And 3s to wound.
Yeah.
And it's
no,
a fail.
Didn't quite do it.
Then your crushing blows will be 3s to hit because of the +1. Ooh.
Oh.
3 2s.
Ouch.
3s to wound.
He is.
So it's 2 more at -1. So I get a 5 up save, otherwise these are 2 damage each.
Okay.
So you kill another one.
Yeah.
Well, you've killed 4 out of 10 of them. Do you have any other attacks?
No, that's all from me.
Okay, well, they're going to then pile in and fight back. So we're going to try to spread out as much as we can. But actually, no, I got to be careful because there's enough of them that I have to do this. So a couple of the squigs won't be able to attack, but the guys on top, they have reach.
Yeah.
Start with their poking lances, hitting on 4s. The white dice hit on 3s because it's the leader. Winning on 4s. So we got 2 wounds at -1. So what's your save now?
It takes us to a 5.
5 up save.
So let's see how we get on.
1 gets through for 1 damage.
And then a 5 up ward.
5 up ward, okay. So
he
you still take the 1.
Yeah.
And then the squigs, only 4 of them are in range to fight. 4s to hit. 3s to wound. So 2 wounds at -1, 1 as well.
Okay, 5s and 5s again. Nope.
Nothing.
No. And then let's see.
Then nothing.
Neither,
So
so
he
he-
takes 3 wounds in total.
Down to 11.
Okay, that's a start.
Yay.
Into the battle shock phase, I'm going to spend a command point for inspiring presence. So just the champion in that unit will issue it to themselves, which means the grots will actually have to roll because they're not in range of the shrine. So I've lost 8 of the grots, and their bravery is 4,
Yep.
up to 5 with their banner.
Yeah.
And so they're going to lose 3 plus d6 more. So 7 will run in total. Yeah, your lightning cannon just
Yeah.
killed another 35 points of
Yeah.
models.
Look at him go.
Yes. So they're gone. Now, if I had stayed close, I don't regret not staying close. I could have rallied them on a 4+, but it is what it is.
Yes.
And that is the end of battle round 1. You did not score your battle tactic.
I did not.
So neither of us have got battle tactics. No. And starting in battle round 2, we can start to grab objectives. And if anybody who grabs all 3 is the winner. But before we go to battle round 2, we got 2 things to do. First is to roll to see who's going to go. But actually, no, first is to move my bad moon.
Yep.
Because that has to go before we roll off. And then the second is to roll off to see what's initiative.
Yes.
Now, once per game, my general can actually dictate where the moon goes. So normally on a 2+, it'll move 1 space. On a 6, it'll move 2. Once it gets to the other side, it's out. So basically moves to the center of that quadrant, to the middle, to the center of that quadrant, and then off the table. And so I'm just wondering if this is a key turn to have it in the middle, because if it's in the middle, it hurts you, hurts your wizards. All my grots, all my Moon Clan grots get reroll 1s to hit. My wizards will have +1. It's not as impactful as in other games.
You just keep listing positives.
Yeah.
It's all positive.
Oh, it's all good stuff. And it possibly mortal wounds you as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all happy things.
Yeah.
So But if I roll the die, I'll roll a 1 and it'll stay off the table.
That's inevitable. But
So I'm going to use my once per game ability.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
And the Loon King is going to plop it right in the middle.
Yes, sir.
I think Battle Round 2 is going to be important. So
Yes.
the moon has arisen. Because of your bad moon crescent shape, you called it.
Just dazzling.
This
Can't
is
see it.
so bright.
But
Right now you're
like-
feeling mushrooms sprout out of your skin.
Yeah.
And it hurts.
Yeah.
And that's why it does mortal
We're
wounds.
going back underground. I don't know why we came up to begin with.
Yeah, like who wants the light of the day anyways?
rubbish.
Yeah. And so the moon has arisen as we go to Battle Round 2. Let's roll for initiative.
Yes, sir.
I win ties.
Oh, no.
So you don't get to double turn me as easily.
Okay.
We'll look at you with a 3.
Ooh,
3
3.
plus. Okay.
Okay. You win.
I have
twice.
initiative, and I will not let you double turn me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I don't want you to. So at the beginning of my hero phase, I'm going to have 3 command points right off the bat. So I got 1 for my general, and then another 1 for him being in the light of the bad moon. And then I can generate some more. The Fungoid Cave Shaman generates 1 on a 4 plus. Yes. My King generates D3 on a 4 plus. Nope. Wow. Okay, I got the 1 extra. My battle tactic will be against the odds. A Galician veteran unit has to take an objective, since now I can actually take an objective, so that's good. So that'll be mine. Heroic action, none of them make sense for me being grots except for heroic leadership. So on a 4 plus, I'll get another command point on somebody. No, okay, that's all right. I've got 4, so that's okay.
Yeah.
Wish I had more, but it is what it is. And your heroic action?
I'm going to farm a command point on this young
So
man.
heroic leadership on a 4 plus?
So let's see it. No.
No,
not
none
quite.
for you.
Not
So just the
quite.
3 you already have. We did forget to heal D3 wounds. Thankful just heals D3 wounds at the end of the combat phase. So he gets, is it
3?
all of them back?
Yeah, that's all in the back.
So he only has 6 wounds?
No. So he's taken 3.
Oh, you're counting up.
counting up.
No, count down, man.
How?
What do you
dare
mean?
you?
What do you mean how? Because when I look at it, I think, oh, he hasn't got 3 wounds
Oh, yeah.
left.
There's a little Scotticism. How means why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. You don't. So in Scotland, you don't ask people.
So does why mean how?
yeah.
And how means
you
why?
Don't ask people. Oh, why would you do that? You demand to know how.
How?
How have you got the audacity?
Because I'm like, okay, well, this is how. How many wounds does he start with?
14.
And he needed to be at 11.
Yeah.
So watch this. You want to see
Right.
how you count down? I'm going to magically go through and find
yeah.
this D12,
Oh, aye.
and we'll put it at 11.
Oh, they come in 12s now.
Yeah.
Well, look at that.
Yeah. And then you healed 3, and he
fine.
goes back.
He's a healthy boy.
Yeah, that way we don't have to guess. I know. I guess it didn't come up with this one because he's got 4 wounds left, and he
Got 4 out of the way.
took 4.
See, there you go. It's as easy as.
I am also going to take a command point and issue the rally order or rally command ability on these wonderful stabbers. Because they're in the light of the bad moon, they actually rally on a 4 plus instead of a 6 plus.
Won't see them do it.
I lost 15 of them,
Hey.
and I get 9 of them back.
Oh no.
Yeah. Then we're also going to choose one of your units affected by the bad moon. If I roll equal to or under how many models they have, you take D3 mortal wounds. So I'll just take these little glob trotters.
No, those guys are actually really nice. I wouldn't.
Yeah,
do
so
that.
I'm not going to roll to see if they actually take any.
Yes.
I'm just going to do the D3 mortal
Yes,
wounds.
yes, yes.
2 mortal wounds.
Oh, those poor guys.
So 2 of them die, I'm
They'll
assuming?
die. Back now. Thank you.
We're going to start with the Fungoid Cave Shaman. He's going to try to cast Prismatic Palisade, Endless Spell. He'll have +1 to cast because he's in the bad moon. And he gets with an 8. Did you want to unbind?
I'd love to do.
He can unbind, and he can unbind with +3.
So Thankful's going to try to unbind that with +3.
Okay, so I've got 8, so you're going to have to roll a natural 6 or higher.
Yeah.
And you do, just barely, stop my Prismatic Palisade.
Yeah. There we go.
The order of operations here is going to really matter. I'm going to try to put the -1 to hit with shooting on somebody, with the +1 to cast to get it with an 8. Did you want to unbind that one?
Yes, but I'd like to unbind that with the War Screech Vermin.
Okay, so no pluses.
No pluses.
You have to roll 9 or higher then.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you!
There we go.
So they've both unbinded once,
When it, yes.
because he didn't unbind.
Yeah. Well, they've
Oh,
unbound.
no, they've both unbound once.
Yeah.
So they can try again.
Unbinded. You
Unbounded.
You Philistine.
Unbounded.
Look at you go.
So next we're going to try to cast my other endless spell with my king. So he'll have +2 to cast. He has a built-in +1 and then the other one from the moon. So we're going to try to do the mushroom.
Okay.
So +2 to this. So it's a 6. I'll double check if that even succeeds. A 6 is a success. So who is going to unbound
This is
that
a
one?
tricky one. This is a tricky one. I think we're going to go with the +3 on this one.
Ooh.
Just because I endless spells. Let's just get rid of them. So let's.
You got it?
Yeah. That's
So now he's going to cast the Hand of Gork
Yes,
to
which
teleport a
is-
unit. So
yeah.
now you only have a regular unbind to do
Yeah.
that. And he
If
gets
you-
it
if you're
with
successful.
a 9,
Yeah.
which is successful. So you have to roll 10 or higher.
Yeah, that might be successful.
Are you going to unbind every one of my spells? Okay,
no.
one of my spells works!
He did
Yay,
it.
I did
Look at
it!
Go.
So before I teleport, I should point out that my whole army has +1 attack right now, because these guys are, everybody's wholly within 12 of all of them.
Yep.
These ones count as 3 models. These ones are +1 damage. You know what? I'm going to teleport the back unit. We're going to get aggressive.
Okay.
So I teleported the back unit of grots right to here. Hello. We're going to try to crumple that line. And last, and certainly least, my loon boss will cast Mystic Shield. He fails. Nope, no, he makes it with a 5. Oh, an engineer in the back that can unbind him.
Yeah, let's see if he does.
Yeah, I don't get spells.
Yeah, well, that was uneventful. We got him go.
That is my hero phase. Yeah. Okay, let's go to movement. These guys can't move. All right, solve the grand puzzle of everything. So sneaky snufflers are going to stop moving. They're not going to move this movement phase. They're going to vacuum up some mushrooms and spores, and then they're going to spin them all over these guys.
Oh.
So now they have +1 attack until my next movement phase, essentially, or hero phase, whatever. It doesn't matter. And then they're going to move that way to try to take out your stupid spellcaster.
Leave them alone.
So they're going to go there. They're going to do a bunch of running with everything else. So here's the before, and there's the after. I did a 6-inch automatic run with them at the double to make sure we grab the middle objective. Although I think I'll reposition. I'm going to double check actually to see if they can stay within 12 inches. They can't stay within 12 inches of the shrine and manage to nab that objective. So I know I can only grab one objective this turn, but then on Dave's turn I can grab the middle one if he doesn't take it from me.
Yes.
So that's my movement. So only a little bit of shooting. The loon boss actually has a gun that can fire.
Just great.
And you can't shoot through these guys unless you're shooting at something with fly or that's a monster. And so I think he'll fire at your warlord, because what happens is if he inflicts a wound that you don't ignore, then you're cursed. And at the end of every battle round, you take 1 mortal wound.
Yep.
And I think that's my best target. Yeah, I think it's my only target because of the line in front of him.
Yeah.
You're going to all out defense?
I am indeed.
I'm definitely not all out attacking.
No.
3s to hit. And 3s to wound. So we got 3 wounds at -1, which brings you to a 5-up or 4-up?
Indeed.
5-up, okay.
No, a 4-up with...
Because you're normally 4-up, right?
Yeah, so normally, yeah.
So 4-up saves.
4-ups.
So 2 of them get through and you get a 5-up ward.
5-up ward.
So you take 2 wounds and you are now cursed.
Yep.
So no matter what, you take a mortal wound at any of every battle round.
He wasn't cursed.
Yeah,
He'll ward it. He'll ward it. I believe in him.
It's okay, I'm going to get him down to 1 wound and then he'll just die from the curse.
That would make me sad.
That is all of my shooting. So we are going to go to the charge phase. At the beginning of the charge phase, we're going to reveal some Loon Smash of Fanatics from out of these. So they have to place within 3 inches and more than 3 inches from you.
Okay.
So it can be within 9. So placed wholly within 3. They're supposed to be on 32 mil bases, so I'm just kind of spreading them out a bit more to kind of simulate that, because it would look like those guys, and so that would take up a lot more space. And now we will start to declare charges. So we're gonna charge with them forward.
Okay.
Oh, they make it.
Oh, well,
because they were 9 inches away.
Unscrupulous for a moment.
Yes, okay, good. Because if they failed this charge, they had no way to re-roll it, because there's no elites among them.
Yes.
There's no champions.
Now, I would like to unleash some heck.
You can unleash heck all day long.
Yes, sir.
They're only 1 wound each with a 6-up save, and they didn't roll a double. If they rolled a double, I'd take a mortal wound and you'd take D3.
Oh, that's...
So normally 3s and 3s, so 4s and 3s, because unleash gives minus... Oh, you're just going to kill them all.
That's quite spicy.
Yeah, so 4s to hit, 3s to wound. I won't get a save against this. And they might all be dead, because they're D3 damage each?
D3 damage each.
Okay, I have no save, and they're all dead.
They're all dead.
Okay, well, they ate up your thing. That's only worth 100 and something points.
Yeah, well, we're equal now.
Yeah.
When this thing blows itself up.
I don't know, if I just lost like 10 of these guys, I don't think I'd be sad. Now they will declare a charge.
Yes,
they
sir.
need a 9-inch charge, which they can re-roll with a command point. Oosh, I don't want to use a re-roll there, but... Oh, they failed!
Not quite.
They would have destroyed everything there.
Eliminated it.
Oh, and then over here we're going to declare a charge. Oh. Well, I was thinking of retreating them, but you know what? No, I'm not going to retreat them. They're going to charge. And that's a 6. That does get them in, but not like comfortably so. Because I would have liked to roll nice and high to... I'll still get them my pile in and stuff.
Yeah.
It's all good, it's all good. And in they go. Didn't make a really good charge, so we only just got into that fight. And the Loon Boss can't charge. He ran, and it's nowhere for him to go anyways. So that is the end of the charge phase. So you can do a Monstrous Rampage right now.
Yes. What
What would you like to do? You want to stomp or roar?
Well, you're kind of struggling on the old command point front, but if you all out those guys, let's roar.
Roar on the little goblins?
On the little goblin.
3+.
On a 3+. Let's see how we get on. Yeah.
Okay, well that's actually more important than you think.
Yeah.
Because he can issue a command ability to them, not all out attack, but that 6 is to wound do mortal wounds.
Yeah, well, not now, but...
Yeah, well I guess I'll have to save my command point for Inspiring Presence. Into the combat phase, I will decide to fight with these little grots first. They're not going to receive any command abilities, but they're going to 1, 2, 3-inch pile in and get a bunch of guys in. So only this much. I was really hoping to make a bigger charge and wrap around more, because we only get to fight in these 2 ranks. even though we're Galician veterans. Are you going to all out defense?
I am going to all out defense.
Okay, so I've got this many attacks so far. This is with the stabbas.
Yep.
Hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. The 6s would not have done anything yet. The 6 is to wound that would have done mortal wounds. So that's the 4s hit. So that's a lot of hits.
That's pretty healthy.
Yeah. Because there's at least 10 of them, they get +1 to wound. So 3s to wound. Oh, thank you for only rolling 1-6.
Yeah,
that makes
there
me
you
feel
go.
better. But that's a good roll.
That is.
You got 16 wounds that you just took, 3 up save.
Let's see it.
A few snuck through. Looks like 5 or 6.
5 looks like...
Only 5.
Only
Oof.
5. That's
Oof.
not so bad.
Oof, that's about average. 5 upward.
Yeah.
That, on the other hand, you just ignored all of them.
Yeah, that's what he does, right? Like, I'm acting nonchalant.
Yeah, right?
I'm very happy about that.
That's okay, I got the 2 netters still. And they got
yeah.
6 attacks each. Oh no, sorry, 5 attacks each right now. So they hit on 5s, re-rolling 1s. Wow, am I going to do no damage to you?
That would be interesting.
Only 1 hits, 3s to wound because of the +1. So that's a wound, no rend.
3 up.
Yeah, you take 0 damage.
0 damage. That's
from
that's
20, from 30 attacks.
So to continue from our last game we played, we described the roll as honking.
Right.
That roll
was not honking.
smashing.
Smashing.
Absolutely smashing.
Okay.
That's how we smash her.
All right, my rolls were pretty good too.
Yeah.
You just negated them all.
Yeah, just a bit of casual Heafton and there we go.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
And now you get to pick, so obviously you're going to choose this guy. Where is he going to put his attacks?
That's a good question.
Man, I can't believe you weathered all of that. And you're -1 to hit, just so you know. There's
Yeah,
a net within
yeah.
2 inches of you.
I mean, these guys, as cool as they are, I think I just want to get rid of a whole pile of goblins
Sure.
in one big smash. So he is going to eat a warpstone token.
What will that do?
That will give him +1 to hit and +1 to wound until the end of the phase.
All right, so the hit's basically negated out.
Yeah.
So +1 to wound.
Exactly.
Start at the staff on top.
Yeah,
So
that's
4s to hit, because you're -1 to hit, remember?
but then +1 because of the...
So you're back to 4s, right?
Back to 4s.
Yeah.
4s and 3s.
4s and 3s. But 4s and 2s, because you ate the
4s
warpstone.
and 2s, exactly. So there we
So
go.
2 hits.
2.
Well, look at you. Hold on.
That's a whole pile of...
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's other
Hold on.
faces on
Hold
there.
on. Okay. Yeah. It doesn't
see?
just roll 6s.
Yeah.
So.
It's hard to keep
So
the
that's
weighted
2 of them
ones
at
out.
-1, right?
Yes.
So I got a 6 up saving against that because I got a bunch of shields, so they gave me +1. And those do D3 damage each.
D3 damage each.
Okay, so you just killed 3 right there.
Yep.
Crushing blows will be 4s to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good. Look at you with your high rolls.
Yeah, look at me.
2s to wound because of the
Twos to
+1 to wound.
There's a couple of ones here easy. There's one.
Rend
Is...
1.
Rend is 1.
6 up what? 6 up saves.
Nope.
And those do 2 damage
2
each.
damage apiece.
So that's 6 more dead. That's 9 dead so far. Then you got your Warpfire Braziers.
Yeah.
3s to hit.
That's
Oh,
one.
look at you.
And 2s.
2s to wound. I get no saves against these, and they kill 3 each. So that's 12 more dead.
Yeah,
That's
that is-
21 dead. That's more than half of them. Well, my Boingrat Bounders will have a chance to maybe take a few wounds off before you heal D3. But here's their spears. Looking at 4s to hit, 4s to wound. So we got 5 wounds at -1, so you're back to a 4 up save with those.
Sir.
4 up save, and then 5 up ignoring.
3, so that's 3.
3 of them, 5 up ward.
5 up ward.
So you took
No.
3 right there. That's good.
No.
You're down to 9.
Down to 9.
And then the squigs hitting on 4s and wounding on 3s. So 3 more wounds at -1, so you're back to a 4 up.
Yes, sir. Oh,
Okay. All right.
5 at ward.
So he takes 1 more,
Take
down
one
to
more.
8.
Down to 8. Oh, no.
Now at the end of combat, when do you take the mortal wounds from the warpstone? End of the turn or end of combat?
End of the phase. So both are at end of phase.
So on a 1, you'll take D3 mortal
Yeah.
wounds.
No.
And then on a what you heal? Oh no, you just heal D3.
D3.
Oh,
So I'll take it back.
that's honking.
That's honking. That is honking.
Back to 11 out of 14. Oh man, I don't even think you're bracketed.
No, not yet.
All right, well that's
Love
fun. So I'm going to spend a command point, and I'm going to Inspiring Presence them,
Yes, sir.
obviously. That's my last command point. And then you lost 2 of your acolytes to the Bad Moon, because that was in this turn.
It's unfortunate.
And so, you don't have a command point for Inspiring Presence, so they're Bravery 4.
Yes,
So
sir.
1 or 2, you're fine.
Yeah.
Oh, you come on.
Yeah, that one.
Come on.
That's okay.
Couldn't give me something. All right, well that was fun.
Yeah.
Well, at the end of my turn, I take control of this objective, and you take control of this objective. That's important because
Yes.
now either of us can grab this objective during your turn.
Yes.
And I do complete my battle tactic, yes, of grabbing an objective with Galician vets. So yay, I got a battle tactic.
Go you.
All right. What's he going to decide to care about?
Well, he's a very knowledgeable guy. He's going for the knowledge of warp tech. That means his nice little glaive there is -3 rend.
Instead of what?
A -2.
It doesn't
And
matter. Choose something more important.
You sure?
I don't. -2 will already get through my save.
Yeah, I know, but
I'm all 6-up saves.
So crucially, it increases the damage by 1 as well.
Oh, okay. Well, that part,
yeah, exactly.
Totally worth it.
So yeah,
I'm like, if you're planning on moving forward and trying to charge in, extra rend will do nothing to you.
No. It's more the damage just to kind of wipe out swaths of stuff.
Oh,
so,
yes. You will do that.
Yeah,
okay.
We'll chuck that on him for now. And the other ones are relatively boring.
What's your battle tactic?
I think we'll go with against all odds.
So same thing that I did, your Galatian veterans holding an objective.
Those little chaps, just do that.
Piece of cake.
Yeah.
Heroic leadership?
Let's try and farm this command point and see how we get on.
Nope.
No.
I'll try the same and also fail. Ooh, we only have a command point each. What baloney is that?
I know.
Spell time, what are you going to do?
So we're going to do if I remember correctly, it's called the dreaded 13th spell, and it is dreaded, let me tell you. So it's going to go off on a 9.
So you know it goes off on an 8, but you get -1 to cast.
Unfortunately. So let's see how we get on. That doesn't even remotely get close.
Not even close.
No.
Not even the Bad Moon's fault.
No. I'm trying my best. Oh well, guys.
Second one will just be Mystic Shield from him.
Yes, let's see if we can get that on those guys. No!
Oh, he takes a mortal, D3 mortal wounds?
D3, let's see.
So 2 mortal wounds. That brings him down to 11.
Yes.
Pretty boring over here, don't really have any good spells. No. So Arcane Bolt.
Yeah, let's see how we get on. That is...
So you get +2 to this, because +3 -1.
Yeah.
So you get it with 11.
Yeah.
Do you have any other casters?
I've got this chap here who's going to do a bit of stuff.
Okay, so you not really.
No.
I'll just do a regular unbind. Actually, no, Scragrot. He's got 2 unbinds.
Yeah, go for it.
So he'll get +1 to it. So you still get it.
Yep.
So he's got Arcane Bolt. Do you want to just throw it off right now so we don't forget it?
Yeah. So we'll chuck
D3 mortal
chuck
wounds.
It into these chaps.
Okay, D3 mortal wounds. So you kill. Just one.
Just one.
It's like hardly any left.
Yeah. Throw it.
And last, you have your engineer.
Yeah. He loves Mort power, so he's going more Mort power. It normally goes off on a 7, 8 because of the bad moon, I believe.
Yes, -1 to cast.
Yeah, so it goes off on an 8. No, unfortunately.
Less Wart power.
Fewer.
Okay.
No problem.
Fluent phase.
Yes.
Gonna fly forward and take out my backlines.
Yes, I think that's the plan. So he's
what percentage of my army do you think you can kill this turn?
hopefully high on that.
I think 80. And I'm being serious.
Blob
I think you hit the back here.
80.
Your warlord kills everything over there.
80.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. I think most of my army will be dead after this turn. We'll see.
Let's see.
And you got your glob throwers.
Yeah. Now they do have a 9-inch range, so I'm just gonna. They have a 6-inch move, so we're just gonna pop them forward a little bit.
Oh yeah. Goodbye, grots.
Make sure they're in.
I don't know if you'll kill them all, but you're going to kill a lot.
No, and a lot is what you want to kill, right?
And they got your little gun there. Is he going to turn around and fire at them too?
Yeah, he's well within range, but
but he's not pointing the right way.
That's true.
Thank you.
True. It's very Skaven of him. Okay.
And then over on this side, they're going to go over and help out there.
Yeah, so they're just going to bump up a little bit.
Because he clearly needs help. I don't think he can handle this.
He's toiling.
Can't handle the heat.
And we'll do the same for this young man.
And these guys will just stay put in the back?
No, I think we're going to start moving them forward a little bit.
Okay. Look at all those rats running forward.
Oh, yes.
Okay, let's go to our shooting phase.
Yes, so this lovely chap is going to eat a Warpstone token, and he's going to give all the missile weapons these guys are equipped with +1 damage.
Oh, okay.
Yes, till the end of the turn. At the end of the phase, he will see if he takes any damage.
Why don't you just roll it now?
Let's find out.
It's easy to remember
that
way.
On a 1, does he take D3? That's
a 5, so no.
Okay.
So Thankful is going to shoot. What's he going to fire at?
He's going to fire at, I think he's going to fire, tricky. These chaps over here.
You're worried about like overkilling stuff, right?
Yeah, actually, let's go back the way, because this is going to be 4-ups on mortal wounds. It's based on the models. So let's go for the higher model count. And whatever lives, we can take care of it with these guys.
So he rolls 2 attacks for each guy within 8 inches, so you're going to get 24 attacks. Every 4-up is a mortal wound.
Yes, sir.
They're all dead! So on average, it kills everything within range, assuming they have 1 wound each.
Yeah.
And no ward, which they do not. Goodbye.
We're going to do the same thing with this chap into these guys. So
and then everybody else will just fire their
same amount of dice, and
miniguns.
The rattling cannon's going to do some rattling cannon stuff.
So 6 were in range for him. He only has 1 of these, so 4 is 2 mortal wounds. And he kills 2 of them straight up.
Yep.
Rattling cannons are going to be 3d6 shots.
Yes.
So, only 6. So we got 6 shots, 3s to hit. So 5 hit, 3s to wound.
3s to wound.
4 wounds.
Pretty healthy.
5 up save against those because they're -1. Oh, that kills the rest of them.
That is the rest of them.
That actually is exactly the rest.
The rest of them.
Yeah, thanks to your warp stone consumption, that was 2 damage each.
Yes.
That kills all of them.
Yeah.
Other side of the table, we got the rattling gun.
Yeah.
Gonna fire back at my little grots here.
He will.
What does he get? Is he gonna fire the good profile?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
He's gonna take.
What do you gotta lose?
He's taking off the warp limiter.
Yeah, right. Because that's what you said you're definitely gonna do at the beginning.
So 46 plus 3 shots.
Oh golly.
That's pretty good.
So 15, 16. You said +3.
+3.
So that's 19 shots.
19 shots. Let me get a hold of those then.
We should point out you did roll a double there.
I did roll a double 6, so he will be lost to us.
He's dead.
But his sacrifice is, well, is it in vain? 4s and 4s.
4s to hit. Oh. That was actually a really bad roll. Only 5 got through.
Thank God I rolled 19.
So 4s to wound.
4s to wound.
So we got 4 of those at -1.
4 at -1.
So I'll have a 5 up save because I'm 6 up base, +1 for shields, +1 for my icon, which gives me +1 save against shooting. So basically just 5 up. So 3 of them die from that.
Okay.
It's not bad. But then you got your globe throwers.
I do have my globe throwers.
And you'll use your 1 attack or your 1 command point to all-out attack. Why not, right?
I'm vicious like that.
Oh yeah, so 2s to hit instead of 3s.
2s, let's see.
And you rolled 1, 2.
Yeah.
And a 2's to wound because I have at least 10 models.
Yes.
And I double-checked that math.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that. So that's 6 of them at -2.
-2 on that.
So I'll have a 6 up save.
Yes.
Somehow. And these are how much damage each? D3, not +1.
Not +1, no, that was previously.
Oh. Look at me go. So 4d3 of my goblins will die. 3, 6, 8.
8.
Actually, that was pretty crappy.
Yeah.
Your rolls there were... And then I managed to negate a couple, even the good ones. So goodbye, gobbos. You got your lightning cannon thingy.
I do.
What's it going to fire at?
Let's...
You want to keep focusing them down, or do you want to focus the middle ones down?
I don't think I can even see those guys, to be
Oh, sure you
honest.
can. We can see each other just fine. Super easy.
This is kind of weird, but I'm into it.
It's up to you, though. You want to fire forward into the middle group or back into these guys.
Do you know what? Let's fire back into those guys.
Yeah, really
They're
wear them
they're
down.
getting a bit annoying.
And you're taking the limiter off, of course.
I'm obviously taking the limit
Yeah,
off.
so roll the die first. Roll a 1, so you just do 12 mortal wounds! Because now he has to roll 1 or higher, and 1s don't fail because it's not a roll to hit.
Yeah, so...
But now you're going to roll the 12 dice to see how many 1s you roll on yourself.
6.
1 so far.
And we'll
Do
roll
it
6
again. Only 1? You don't even die? What is this Skaven?
Great stuff.
Your
Just the
Skaven
one-
reliability is an oxymoron.
Just the one more.
12 mortal wounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's keep our coherency going there.
Yeah.
Ow!
Yeah.
Well, that's the end of the shooting phase. Where would you like to charge?
So, well, let's try this one first.
So he's going to charge this way.
Yes, into that.
You need probably like a 6 to be able to wrap around.
I think that's valid.
But just roll it and we'll measure
Yes,
it.
here we go.
And you rolled 3 is definitely not in. Did you want to re-roll with the command point?
I don't.
Oh, you don't have a command point.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh well.
What
Okay.
about Thankful? Is he going to try to come
Yeah,
in?
let's try and get him in here.
Look at my loon boss.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Oh, that's not very good.
No.
Okay.
Well, it's Battle Shock. Well, that brings us to Battle Shock. The only unit that needs to roll for it is here, so I obviously spend my 1 command point to do so. And now they're inspired. So I don't know why they're inspired. There's only 17 of them left out of 40. But maybe I'll roll a 1 and the bad moon won't go anywhere, and then I can rally them on a 4+.
If ever there was going to be a 1, now
You ready?
it's time for a 1. I'm ready to witness it.
I'm going to roll a 6 and it'll go off the table.
Inevitably.
No, it moves.
It does move.
So it's pretty useless, because now it comes to this quadrant.
Yeah.
But it's my fault for throwing it to the middle right away.
Yeah.
I should have been more patient, but I thought the second turn would be a little more decisive for me. It wasn't, because these guys would have re-roll 1s and supposed to help over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but the thing is, the key word is it's a bad moon.
Yes.
If it was a good moon, it would have stayed.
Definitely not
It's a
good.
bad moon. So
Yes.
That's the difference.
It wasn't smashing.
It wasn't so much.
It was honking.
It heaved right up the table.
Like, I challenge you to do a whole sentence that I have no idea what you're saying.
I'll try.
Like, you come up with every slang and then you just like really thicken the accent at the same time.
I'll right hand, then you'll be in trouble.
For this next battle round, you will now put on a Canadian accent,
Yeah.
and I will speak in the Scottish
Yeah,
accent.
we're just going to move some of these guys up the table here and see how we get on.
And I'll just go, I can't even do it!
That's worse. That's worse. I'm in a battle report with Shrek.
That's Shrek's accent is like the de facto Hollywood
Razor
standard.
thin. Yeah.
That was great.
Oh,
I
awful.
can't even do it. I don't even wanna.
Oh my God.
I can't even hold much longer, Captain.
If you're watching this, help.
Help.
I'm trapped.
I just say, and that gets me into it.
Nobody even says,
I know, but it's what I have to say to get myself into the Scottish
it's the
accent.
rowan. Okay, fair.
Yeah, it's like when I want to switch into a French accent, I have to be like, les poissons, les poissons.
Scottish are bad at it. It's all of them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm just bad at every accent.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but French and Scottish are my favorite accents to butcher,
Well,
though.
yeah, exactly. There we
Yes.
go.
Okay, so we're rolling to see who has initiative, so you can get your double turns.
Here we go.
I rolled a 5. Hey!
I rolled a 2.
Okay, it's my turn.
Yes, sir.
Do you want to make one of them a proving ground?
I think
you
so,
haven't
yeah.
yet done so.
Yes. I think so. Let's make this little chap back here.
Oh, it's Proving Ground.
Proving
Okay.
Ground, yes.
All right. I'm going for broke. My battle tactic is going to be... Actually, I can do something simpler. I can do gaining momentum. I'm gonna try to kill all of these rats.
That's a lot of rats.
I'm gonna kill them all.
Okay.
You watch.
I believe you.
I've got it.
I believe in you.
I totally got it.
Wholeheartedly.
Okay. So, just so you know,
Yeah.
you killed my other fanatics.
Yes.
They were in that unit that you shot down to death. So they're gone.
Oh no. Oh no.
A more unscrupulous player could be like, oh yeah, they were totally at the small unit that stayed back. Yeah. No, they were going to pop out in the charge phase and charge your...
They were in the one with the nets. That's what you should have said.
Yeah.
That could have been anyone.
Yeah, exactly.
You would have had me.
So, I don't know. Something that kills your unit. So we're going to do...
You've got to kill my unit. The tactic doesn't.
I know. I am going to then do outmuscle.
Okay.
Pick an enemy Galatian veterans, these guys that are contesting the Proving Ground, and kill them. I'm going to make that Proving Ground work against you.
Okay, let's have it.
This is my way. This is my way back into the game.
Yeah, have it.
Let's see if I can get some command points. So I had one to start because I was going first, another one for my general being alive, and then another one for the general being in the Bad Moon because the Bad Moon coming from the shrine. And then my Fungoid K-Shaman gives me 1 on a 4+. Nope. My King gives me D3 on a... Oh, come on. He hasn't once done it.
Never happened. It's never happened.
And then I'll do Heroic Leadership.
Yep.
And I'll get one from that, and I'll give it to my Loon Boss because he's got a plan.
Yeah, okay.
You gonna try to get a command point too?
Yeah,
Heroic
love
Leadership?
that. Let's see how we get on. It's a 5.
Hey, you got one finally.
Let's go. Easy.
I am then going to cast some spells before I die. We're gonna be awesome. So we're going to do from the Moon or from the Loon King. We're not going to hide what we're going to try here. We're going to try to cast the endless spell of the Mork's Mighty Mushroom.
Yes.
I get a +2 to this, so I get it with a 7.
Okay, we'll try and dispel it.
Yeah, you might as well. And you get a +3 to this because I don't give you -1 to dispelling.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, I do.
Poop. Then he'll cast Itchy Nuisance, which he gets with a 9. Try to unbind right there with him.
Yes, I am.
So you need a 10 or higher.
10 or higher. That was...
Stop it.
Yeah, that'll do.
Stop
That'll
it.
do.
Okay, fine. Then Fungoid Cave Shaman is going to try to cast the Prismatic Palisade, and he gets it with an 11.
11. So we'll try and dispel that with Thankful.
Okay, Thankful.
So,
he gets +3.
Yeah, so we need...
You need to roll a 9.
Let's see.
Okay, you didn't. You didn't. Boom.
Very nice.
Stay away. I'm going to put it like this so you can't fit your base.
Yeah.
We'll do the Night Shroud on them. So that's with an 8 because I have the Bad Moon.
Okay, so that's...
So your other guy will just, you'd have to roll a 9 or higher.
Yeah.
And you did?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
My Loon Boss will do Arcane Bolt, which he fails because he's not in the Bad Moon. Nice.
Yep.
I got one spell off.
Yeah.
Prismatic Palisade.
Spell's good. One, but it's...
Yeah, but the Mork's Mighty Mushroom I would have put right here.
Yes, and then...
I would have rolled 40 dice, and every 5 is a mortal wound.
Yeah, and I would have been sad.
Yeah.
I would have been really sad.
I
Because those
would.
are nice rats.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Also, these things just handed out +1 attack to everybody. In the movement phase, they are going to eat mushrooms again and give them +1 attack.
Oh, no.
Yeah, here we come. You know, actually, back here, at the beginning of the hero phase, I forgot about this. I am actually going to rally because I have an extra command point to throw away. So
Yeah.
I only rally on 6s, but hey, that's 6 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just 6 regular guys. I'm not going to put them out front because I can still... Actually, you know what? This way I don't have to move. So, because that way you don't get to redeploy. Oh wait, no. You don't want to redeploy anyways because then you can't unleash heck.
There you go.
So you get to choose. So movement phase. Look at that fancy movement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Want to redeploy?
No.
You sure? I know we just discussed this, but maybe you'll forget. What about now?
No.
Do they want to redeploy?
I think they might. Deploy.
Are you going to redeploy? I hope you redeploy back 6. I make a long bomb charge, kill enough of them, grab the objective with them, and win the game.
Oh, do you know what?
Because I control both the middle objective now, because at the end of your turn, I would have taken control of it.
Here's my thinking. In spite of his bulk, Thankful's a speedy boy. You charge me, say I live. Thankful gets over there.
Well, if you live, then I'm done.
Yeah, he does a bit of battering.
Yeah.
I'll keep you off the objective. I think that's just smoother.
So you're going to stay forward then?
Stick, aye.
Yeah. Because I could still roll a high charge
Aye, pile right the way around.
and like come over here and then pile in. But yeah. So you could always redeploy and like fan them out to block me from getting closer. So that's another use of redeploy.
It's not useful, yeah.
Because sometimes we think redeploy is always pull back, but sometimes it's also block lanes. Your choice.
Nah, we'll stick with it for now.
Okay. Fungoid Cave Shaman's going to move so that you can't jump over and kill him really easily. Like something like this, I guess. And then Loon Boss, I'm going to do a run. So a 5. And he's just going to hop up here. That way he can hand out his command ability to them. That's the idea. All right, end of the battle round, he took a mortal wound.
End of the battle round, he takes a mortal wound.
He has a 5-up ward, though.
He has a 5-up ward. Oh, also at the end of the...
No, you did heal them already.
Yeah, but this combat phase. He
He's fine.
wards it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, so he didn't fight, so he heals D3 from last time.
Yeah.
Oh, who cares? Oh, he's actually back to 12 out of 14. Fungoid Cave Shaman will fire his lightning rod thingy, and I'll fire it into them.
Okay.
3s to hit. 3s to wound. -1/1.
Okay. I believe that takes them to t-shirts. Let me just check.
So you have a 5-up normally, so now you have a 6-up.
Yeah, a couple of 6s. Or 1.
So 3 die.
Yes.
And pull from the back.
Yes.
Okay. I will charge here.
I will unleash some heck.
Well, you gotta wait for me to make the charge. I have to make the charge first.
I had it ready.
Ooh, 11. Okay, I'm gonna manipulate this as much as I can.
Yes.
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have one of them move back here, and now I'm gonna like try to get up as far here as possible. Maybe even nab some of that objective. And they actually charged like this. We still made our charge, and then we went 11 inches this way with the other guys because we want to put guys on that objective. So now you can unleash Heckfire.
Yeah. Shots.
8 shots.
On 4s.
Yeah, -1.
4s and 3s. +1 because of the 10 models. Oh, it's wounds.
That's wounds, yeah. So 4s and 2s. Oh.
Spicy.
Oh my. Only 3 of them get through.
Yeah.
So 2s to wound. And I get 6-up saves against these because it's against shooting, and I have at least 10 shields. So they're D3 damage each.
Yeah.
And you kill 5 of them. So I'm actually going to kill from here.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Oh, let's keep that guy. 4, 5. That way he'll stay there. Still be engaging them. Not that I care too much about that because they can shoot regardless.
Yeah.
And I'd rather lose. I'd rather you've killed like 2 more.
Of course.
Because then I could have actually removed from being engaged with them, which was kind of a funny concept. Now let's see if I can roll a nice high charge for them. That's the idea here.
I'd rather not.
Oh my!
Oh, no.
Oh my!
Oh, no.
Oh no. I hope that you don't kill me. I really wish I got Itchy Nuisance off on them now
Yeah.
so I could make them fight last, because then maybe I could get a few more in there. So a nice roundabout charge where we're holding within 12 inches of Loon Boss. We're going to try a long bomb charge of the Loon, like the smashes over there. That's a fail. I'd really like to re-roll that, but they need 11, so we're not going to try to. Sneaky Snufflers we'll try. Yeah, no. Okay, and I'm not going to re-roll those. Getting them in would be nice because they actually fight first, so they get to fight, and then my guys could fight. Because I need to kill a lot of your guys, and I don't have any Rens, so no matter what I do, you're a 5-up to ignore it. Well, that's not true. 6s will do mortal wounds in addition, so we'll try for that. Okay, so is that all my charges? Yes, that is all my charges. End of the charge phase, we don't have any monsters to do any stomps. So we go in the beginning of the combat phase. I will spend his special command point. He's going to hand out his command ability to them, which is 6s to wound, do mortal wounds in addition to their normal damage.
Okie doke.
So I have piled in, and we've also gone through the absurd endless loop, which says you can't control that objective until you control this objective.
Yep.
You can't, Dave. And I can't control this objective until I control that objective. But I control that one, and you control that one. So what if simultaneously you gain control of that one, I gain control of that one? How does that work? And so we've decided that we're just going to play it that they happen simultaneous, that I don't choose that goes first. So I would gain control of this, but he would gain control of that, which would be really weird. But it would basically mean that you don't lose the game.
Yeah, exactly.
So I need to be in control of both of these objectives at the end of this turn to win the game.
Yes.
Okay, so they've piled in. They've got 3 attacks each. They can't be issued any more command abilities because they were already issued in this combat phase, the 1 to 6s to wound, to do mortal wounds. And so they're all just going to put every attack into there with their 2 extra attacks from Loon Smash, or from the Spore Splash Fanatics and the Sneaky Snufflers, and just hope for the best. And they're not in the bad moon, so they don't get to reroll 1s.
Yep.
And you're going to all-out defense?
I am. These lads are going to all-out defense.
You're not supposed to do that.
I'm doing it.
But that changes the math.
Yes.
I'll start with the nets, so they're 5 attacks each, so 15 attacks.
Yep.
Yeah. Ooh. So 5s to hit. Come on. No rerolls here. We've only got, only 4 of them. Well, we're saving our good rolls for the next one.
Exactly.
They're going to be 3s to wound because I have at least 10 models.
Yep.
And 6s do mortal wounds in addition.
Okay.
Oh, no, these guys are not the +1 damage. That's these guys.
That's upsetting.
They'll come in and maybe nick off a few more. It's 3s to wound. So we got 3 wounds, no rend. Okay. So you're up to a 4-up save.
Save 1.
So 2 get through, so that's, and I didn't really, and I get a mortal wound too.
A mortal wound.
So 3 die so far. You can wait until you see how many wounds I inflict before you make your decisions.
Yeah.
Because that might be important.
That
it might be critical,
Let's
actually.
hold up. Let's hold
All right, Dave, stack 51 dice in my hand for the rest of the attacks. You can do it. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I feel like
anyone that you drop is an automatic 6 to wound.
Yeah, I feel like I'm signing my own death warrant. This is the worst game of Jenga I've ever played.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, and any drop dice will count the moment you're done.
Oh, no.
Come on, get it back. You can do it.
Done.
You've got 50. Can you do 51? Just put it on my wrist.
Put it on the wrist. Oh,
Yeah.
look at that. That's great.
51 attacks.
Yeah, okay.
Hitting on 4s. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, 4s, yeah. I was too enamored by the dice.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, 3s for the white dice because that's the leader. And then we're looking at 3s to wound. 6s do mortal wounds in addition. Oh. Well, this is good and bad. I see a bunch of 1s and 2s, but I also see a bunch of 6s. So 16 get through. Unfortunately, could have done better than that. They got 4-up saves. Oh, that looks good.
That does look pretty good, eh?
Actually, now that we're looking at it longer, I can see that it's about average. It is perfectly average.
Oh.
Look at that.
Look at that.
So you lost 8 more there.
8 more.
That's a total of 17 killed.
Yes.
That's okay for 20 guys.
Yeah.
That means if the unit of 40 had charged in, they would have killed all of them easy because they would also +1 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so 17 of them are dead. So you very, very carefully decide which 17 die. And you still get to fight back. So you chose to wipe out the ones holding that objective because you're not playing any games here. You're just trying to keep your objective.
Fingers crossed.
Because I do count as 3 each.
Yeah.
Okay, so now they can fight back. So go ahead and pile them in.
Yeah.
Piled in slightly. You can fight with an extra inch because you have at least 10 models. You're down to 19 because I shot you, thankfully. So because these guys actually have a rule that for every 10 they get +1 inch range, I believe, which is crazy. And so you have, what did we say, 14 of them in range. But they will be -1 to hit because we got netters around them.
Yeah.
So you're hitting me on 5s because of the netter.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a few in there. 4s to wound.
4s on this.
So 3 wounds. And I get a 5-up save against those.
That's it.
Okay, so 3 die.
3 die.
I can take that.
Yeah,
I'm going to pull from the back here because you're not holding that objective anymore, so I can leave just a few guys on it. Now on my turn, or my pick, I'm going to pick these guys. I'm going to be very careful. So they're going to pile in this way, but we're going to very carefully measure who's allowed to go that way. And then we're also going to try to keep our coherency. Yeah. Okay, so we had an anchor point right here, a few piled in that way, and a bunch piled in that way. Only 2 of them are going to be able to fight. Oh wait, no, because Galician veterans. So these 2 as well, because this is where the half-inch thing comes in. So we'll have 3 guys plus a net. So, but there's no buffs on these guys. So 3 regular guys hitting on 4s, and then wounding on 3s because I have enough guys. So 2 wounds. The 6 doesn't do anything. No rend, so you still have a 4-up save.
Yep.
You're fine. And then we got the netter hitting on 5s and wounding on 3s. So that's 1 more wound.
Nope.
And you lose 1 guy.
Okay.
Ooh, be careful. I guess all your guys are on the objective now.
Yeah, pretty
So
much.
anybody you lose is taking another model off the objective. And then on this side, we've got these 4 attacking. Now I'm +1 damage against... Oh, that's 2 guys dead.
Oh, 2 guys dead.
Because these guys are +1 damage against Galician veterans.
Yep.
And so we're fighting this way. So we got the netters first, hitting on 5s. 1 hit, wounding on 3s. That's a wound. No rend against them. What's their save?
4, and they don't get it.
So that's 2 damage.
No, those guys are... Yep, that's 2 dead.
That's 2 damage, and then we have the 2 regular guys, and they miss. So we only killed 2, but we obviously didn't focus a lot on them. But you can see just with a little +1 damage, the big difference it makes.
Bye, lads.
And now they can pile in and fight here. Yeah. And they are Galician veterans, so they get to fight in 2 ranks. 2 command points left, so I will do an all-out wait, actually. Do you have any rend?
No.
Okay, then I don't need it because I already get +1 save with my shields.
Yep.
Knives. 4s to hit. Okay, only 2 of them. And 4s to wound.
1.
5-up save. Nope. Okay. And then you have your cannon right here who can fight them as well.
Yeah, so he has
What has he got?
D6 attacks on the warp lightning cannon.
Sure.
So, just the 1.
All right.
4s and 4s. No.
Does he take D3 mortal wounds?
No, it's a shame he doesn't.
Yeah, he should be able to take the limiters off and just fire in close combat.
Exactly.
And like mortal wounds on 3s or less.
I believe it.
But like one last, oh, you know what? Screw it.
It's a shame because he has only got the 3 wounds left. It'd be nice that would he have blown himself up? Let's just find out.
Yeah,
would have.
Yeah, he would have.
Should have.
Yeah, and then it should do like a bajillion mortal wounds to everybody nearby.
Yeah.
Like a kamikaze ending, right?
That'd be great. I'd love that.
Yeah. Well, that'll bring us to Battle Shock. So I will start, and the sergeant here will issue a inspiring presence on his unit right here. Are you going to do the same for your rats?
I am.
Okay. So now the moment of truth. I have to say right off the bat before we count, I think I got this.
Yeah.
I think I control that objective because these guys are expert conquerors.
Yep.
But let's do the count. So it looks like I have at least 7 right here. That's 21, and then a bunch of guys right there. And then when you add up all yours, it's 19.
Oh, it's 19, yeah.
So you do get D3 more guys back, but I'm more than 3 ahead there.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So because of the 11-inch charge, because that's what they rolled, and their 11-inch charge. Now I think theirs alone would have done it, because no, they killed 2 more guys.
Yeah.
So a double 11-inch charge
changed a lot.
Changes everything. Yeah, because you had 2 more guys to hit back.
Yeah.
And then 2 more guys in the objective.
Yeah.
I managed to grab your objective and win the game.
More fool me. Should have charged you first.
Well, that's why I was saying about the redeploy. And I'm like, you
sure.
may have wanted to consider redeploying out.
Yeah.
And now you can see.
Wider, yeah.
But let's talk about that in the post-game show.
That's a good idea.
So let's jump now to our post-game show.
Yeah, let's do that.
And paired with this game in the MiniWarGaming Vault, don't forget to check out this 2,000-point match between Nighthaunt, led by Nagash, against Slaanesh with Glutos, as well as Sigval. So we got some big named character action in this battle report. If you're curious to check it out, all you have to do is click on the link down below and get yourself a 7-day free trial to the Vault. And you can binge all of our Age of Sigmar content, heck, all of our content in general, and cancel after 7 days if you so choose. But the Vault members are what allow us to continue making the content that you know and love, and we greatly appreciate and love all of you for your support. I will catch you all next time, very soon.
Well, that was a wild ride.
Yeah, hills and valleys, I think, would be the best way to put that.
Yeah, it was all valleys for me at first.
Yeah, it was.
I'm like, I'm going to charge this guy. Oh, I did no damage. And he killed 21 of me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, no. And I'm like, oh, with the point grab bounders. Nope, they're dead, too.
To be fair, a lot of these guys haven't taken much damage, but
Oh, your army is fine.
Yeah, that blob of rats just couldn't withstand that.
Well, let's look at your casualties.
Yeah.
The dead cannon that you blew up.
Turn 1.
Yes. 4 of these guys?
Yeah,
and then like half of your rats.
And the rattling gun I blew up.
And the rattling gun, like, once again, you blew up.
Yeah, so 50% of the overall casualties were my responsibility.
And there's not even that many casualties.
No, well, I mean...
I did my sneaky Gloomspite Gitz thing.
Yeah.
And managed to nab.
Well, sometimes you claw up.
Yeah, so if he had made that charge earlier
and
killed them, that would have been 1 less attack on all of these.
Yeah.
And that's actually a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it's a big
And
deal.
he may have, I don't think he'd been able to engage these 20 though.
No.
But he may have threatened back here that I'd have to keep a bunch of guys in that objective.
Yeah.
And then, of course, failing that charge too. If he had killed them, that's another +1 attack.
Yeah.
Because they're 1 wound each, 6 up save. So he makes it there, he sniffs at them, they die.
These chaps were in a very wrong spot. These Storm Fiends didn't really...
Yeah, they should have walked up the middle.
Yeah, I think so. In retrospect, right? But...
It's hard because you know I can teleport.
Aye, and that's
And so all of a sudden the whole table is not so sure. You're like, oh yeah, I'll walk up the middle. But then I'm like, okay, bam, I'm in the back.
That's a problem.
Yeah, because these guys, when I teleported the back, I was trying to crumple this flank, which I did not succeed in doing.
No.
Because he's still alive, they're still alive, and the only thing that died is your fault, not mine.
Yeah.
And but then that Hail Mary 11-inch charge.
Unreal.
And then make an 11-inch charge. Like, we can talk about tactics all day long.
We can, but at the end of the day, when it comes down to 2 big charges and you sink 2 big charges, that's the end of it. There.
Now, I will say the only mistake I think you made, because I made plenty, that is that you did not redeploy this, and you should have, because we often think of redeploys as a way to back up and make it a harder charge, which is true, but it is also a great way to block lanes, because even if you rolled if you only rolled like a 1, it wouldn't have mattered.
No.
But if you manage to roll 3, then you go 3 inches this way, 3 inches that way, and boom, you've got a line right here that I charge, and all of a sudden I can't even...
Yeah.
You make sure when you move that you're just outside of that 6.
Yeah.
And even though these guys made their 11-inch charge, you still have this many guys back, and I don't outmatch you there.
Yeah.
And so it would have looked like this, except that it would have been your turn.
Aye.
And then in your turn, you would have shot there, shot here. They could have moved over.
Yeah.
He could have moved up. He would have moved in. Because even with this here, now that I've left that open, he just jumps up here and then charges in.
Yeah.
And I lose the game hands down. So I got lucky there.
Well, no. You put yourself in a position to win, and you won.
That's true.
Yeah,
but the luck came in. Well, it's always a combination with Warhammer.
Yeah,
right?
exactly, and that's the thing. But no, it was, as I say, peaks and valleys. Did not expect it to swing kind of that way toward them, but what a game! I thoroughly enjoyed that. That was brilliant.
Yeah, no, that was great. You're starting to push through, and I did a very goblin thing because I don't care how. We were talking about this off camera. the fight between rats and goblins has nothing to do with how many rats and goblins you kill.
We've got a plethora of units.
Yeah, like I was saying, it's like as soon as my Loon King can come to you and brag that we killed 1 million rats, and literally in the breath that it took him to say that, you've spawned another million.
Yeah, exactly.
Like there's just endless numbers of rats.
Yeah.
What I can brag about is I grabbed the warp stone and got away.
Yeah, I know.
And you're just like, I don't care about my rats, I care about my warp stone.
Hopelessly addicted to Warpstone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, even units-wise, I think I've lost 2 units.
You lost
to
like...
you, maybe 1.
No, I lost, like, okay, here's my dead pile.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dead. There, that's a lot of dead. Oh, there's 3 more.
Get them in the pile.
That's a lot of dead.
Yeah, fair
And
enough.
then your dead pile is there. And I'll remind you, you killed that. And you killed, I don't see your rattling gun. Oh,
He's
there he
in there
is.
somewhere.
There he
Throw
is,
him
there
in.
he is. And you killed that.
Yeah. Well,
And then it was a bunch of little rats.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I killed.
Some died.
Yeah.
Some died.
So you did not. This is not like a loss where you're going to go back and be like, oh, now we can't wage war.
Yeah,
it's like, no, you still have your billions of
Yeah,
rats.
we just do loads of other things. Yeah. This is but a stumble.
Exactly. So I run back with the warp stone.
Yeah.
And not with these guys, of course. They get to stay and die.
Yeah.
Like my Loon King will shrink back. He'll run back in here. See, that's why he stayed back, so he can run back in that little thing. So the leaders run back in there with the little bits of warp stone they've managed to gather and the mushrooms that they managed to gather.
And we'll just kind of rue the day as you run away.
And as the Loon King goes in there, he looks back one last time and he does one of those like... And then he disappears into the tunnel.
Shake, yeah.
And you run into the tunnel and it branches off to like 17 different tunnels and you're like, I have no idea which way he just went. Yeah.
Oh dear.
So that was a good game though. That
I
was
enjoyed that.
interesting. It was a surprise ending. That's for me for sure.
Oh, definitely. I've never. It was very telling of the way I thought this was going to go. That I'm throwing attacks around and throwing shooting out and thinking, I've got this nailed down.
Oh, you did.
And then at one point, I believe I said to you, I was like, out of curiosity, does this end at the end of the round or the end of the turn?
Right.
And you're like,
grabbing the objectives.
Turn. Like, oh, that could change things.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cracking. I love this.
Well, I thought at the end of turn 2 I'd be dead because I thought you would have wiped out this unit
that
mostly.
unit.
He would have made that charge and you wiped out everything over there. And I thought that you would even put some shots into the squad in the middle.
Yeah.
And then I would basically I wouldn't have enough models to run up because I needed both the models to kill you and hold the objective. It wasn't enough for one or the other. I had to do both.
And that was, a bit of a folly there because I think, retrospect, right? He throws a 12 mortal wound blob and he throws it into them instead of those guys. That changed a lot, right? So.
Well, then there would have been tons of them. So there would have been way more guys right here.
But they didn't quite count as 3.
They don't, that's true.
Yeah. But
that's hindsight though, right there.
20/20 hindsight, exactly, right? So no, it was cracking.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much, Dave from Toronto, from Scotland.
That's me. Thank you for having me. It was a great game.
Oh, no problem. We hope you come back again. Don't sell this army.
Don't sell this army. I'll keep this one. Well, we'll see. They've lost now. They have to go in the bad pile.
Yeah, exactly. Until they win again.
Exactly.
All right. Thanks so much, everybody, for watching. Happy wargaming.